with the defense of God. It started with what you do. Are you following me now? It started with you laying up, receiving His word. It started with you laying up His word. It started with you taking iniquity far from your tabernacle. It started with you returning to God by His word. He said, if you do that, in fact, in this verse, He said, yea, the Almighty. What is this? No, 24. Go to verse 24. Then shalt thou lay up the
25.
Is it 25 or 25?
Yeah. No, this is what I want. The Almighty shall be thy defense. I love that word. That God will defend you.
Amen.
I like that. Yeah. Wouldn't you rather that God defends you than all this one you have been trying to defend yourself? He said, then the Almighty shall be your defense. That means you begin to live in the realm of the supernatural.
Amen.
That's what it means. You begin to live in the realm of the supernatural. The Almighty shall be thy defense, and thou shalt have plenty. Did you see that word?
Yes.
You have what?
Plenty.
Plenty. Thou shalt have plenty of silver.
Amen.
Thou shalt have plenty. The Almighty shall be your defense. The Almighty shall be your defense, and thou shalt have plenty of silver. Now look at verse 26. For then, not that word then, because it connotes time, it connotes the fact that you have done something. For then thou shalt have your delight. You have what?
Your delight.
Do you know what that means? He said, for then you start enjoying God. Many people are Christians, but they are not enjoying God. God is like a burden to them. The Christianity is like a burden to them. He said, for then shall, look at it, for then, not before, then shall thou have your delight. The things of God will become sweet to you.
Amen.
It will flow. You have your delight in the Almighty, and you will be able to lift up your face to God. Talking with God, praying to God, communing with God, fellowshipping with God will become a delight to you.
Amen.
It flows from your inner man. That's what he's talking about. You just enjoy. One of the teachings God made me teach as far back as that in 2007 was, He told me to teach on enjoying divinity, that you can enjoy God. And actually, God is to be enjoyed, you know. You can enjoy. Many people are not enjoying God. You can enjoy God when you see the reality of God in all that you do. You can enjoy God. He said, for then the Almighty shall be thy defense, and thou shalt have plenty of silver. For then thou shalt have thy delight in the Lord, and shalt lift up thy face unto God. Thou shalt make your prayer unto Him, and He shall hear thee, and thou shalt pay thy vows. Thou shalt also decree a thing. Now, it didn't start with that. You can now see all the effects of the word that you received. Is that right? Yeah. Of the word that you lay up, of taking iniquity away from you, of returning unto God. When you put that in place, the manifestation begins to flow.
Amen.
When you put that in place, the manifestation of the supernatural, begins to flow. The supernatural. Look, you can enjoy God. I was in Ghana, that local government. Is it not the local government? Okay. I was in that local government called Ghana some 2 months now. 2 months ago, I was in Cape Coast. And something mysterious happened to me. Actually, if you listen to some of my tapes, I told you, any country I go, God takes care of me there. I carry money where I go, but most of the time God don't let me spend my money anywhere I go. So I was very busy in Lagos. My staff came to join me. I went with 2 of my staff. And I was already in the aircraft. Before I remembered, I didn't even carry any money. Not that I don't have money, but I didn't even carry. It was so inside the aircraft, I said, what's happening here? I said, well, God, you will now prove to me correctly that I don't actually need any money where I go. You supply it there. Because, when you carry your own, you don't need too much faith for God to prove Himself where you go. You already have something in your pocket. Are you following me? Yes. Now that you don't have anything in your pocket at all, your faith must work.
Amen.
Am I talking? So I kept quiet. Now, when we landed at the airport, people I was expecting at the airport, people I was not expecting at the airport were there waiting for me. that lady that you sent a mail looking for me to, Teresa, she was there. Another lady was there. The senior pastor of Winners Chapel in Accra was there. The pastor of Royal Family Christian Center in Cape Coast was there. And the first thing was, when I landed, they were fighting on who will carry me, in which vehicle. They brought all the vehicles. I said, okay. So I decided to go with one. Every other person followed. I said, well, let's go to Winners first. That's my church. We went there. As I sat down, a lady came and said, Daddy, we heard you were coming to our country, and I don't think we should come to this country. I believe we should welcome you first with offering. He brought me new CDs, not that old one that you have to carry back. The new one. The new one. He brought me the new one. I said, okay, God bless you, like that. And people started bringing money. When I was going, I was the one giving people CDs. I still have CDs in my briefcase. They counted it in Chicago here. They asked me how much is the value. I said, when you get to Accra, ask them. Because I don't know. All I know is they gave me CDs. Are you following me? They've told your pastor a little of it. And people, they saw the car Royal brought. They said, oh, you are Royal, but this car doesn't look Royal. Our pastor is not going in this car. They said, just carry your car to Royal Chapel where you bring it. So they brought me a proper car now that Royals use. Are you following what I'm saying? Look, these things are real. The reality of the supernatural is there. God can take care of you.
Amen.
Amen.
Spiritual, mental, physical, social, financial, health-wise, God can take care of you.
Amen.
We bother ourselves about too many things. But when you follow the sequence, you will manifest the supernatural regularly.
Amen.
Amen.
Are you following me? You will. Things will happen at such a level that you too will know this can only be God. That's what we're talking about. I want you to desire the effect of God in your business, in your workplace, in your family. That's what God is there for.
That's right.
You don't need God in heaven. I think you know that. Some of you don't know. You don't need God in heaven because nobody is going to be fighting you there. Or you think they are fighting there? There is no famine. There is no economic crisis in heaven that the government can solve. So you don't actually need God in heaven. You need God here on earth.
Yes.
Amen. You heard what the bishop said that day. He said God does not need an open heaven. He already lives there.